test cases will take care about in completing these particular respective test cases here. Right. So we need to begin take care about in understanding these particular respective test cases here. That particular respective test cases, the first understanding, meaning of test cases, meaning of the test case. What is the meaning of test case? How to be tested. So if I'm taking with the test case, we need to be get mentioned that how to be tested. At the same time, we can consider that low level design. We can say that low level design, or we can consider that low level document. While taking care about these particular test cases, we need to be get consider that particular respective entry criteria and then taking care about exit criteria. So we need to be get take care about that particular entry criteria and then taking care about exit criteria. So as part of test cases, if I'm taking with test cases according to entry criteria, according to the entry criteria, what is the first document need to refer? For test cases, according to the entry criteria, what is the first document need to refer? Approved, approved test plan. After that, approved SRS. After that, approved FRS. After that, what is it? Approved test scenarios. After that, test case guidelines. After that, test case template. Meaning of template? What is it? Format. Who will prepare the template? Who will prepare the template? Test lead. Who will prepare the test cases? Test cases prepared by? Test cases reviewed by? Test cases reviewed by? Test lead. Test cases approved by? Test cases approved by? Test lead. So as a tester, we need to take care about in documenting that particular test cases. That is what we need to take care about the respective template according to that particular project. According to that particular project, we need to take care about in followed with the respective template. According to that particular template, we need to take care about in documenting with all the required test cases. We need to take care about in referring with the test scenario document along with the scenario document, taking care about requirement document and getting comfortable in documenting with all the required test cases here. Let's take care about in continued that particular respective test cases. So that we need to take care about in providing that particular respective scenario that we will be taking with scenario number 36. If I'm taking with the scenario number 36, if I'm taking with the scenario number 36, what is that scenario? Verify, select total functionality. So that particular scenario, we need to be get mentioned that verify, select hotel functionality. That is what we need to take care about in providing with all the steps. We need to take care about in providing with all the steps and click on continue button. Once we got click on continue button, what is the expected result? Book a hotel page should be displayed. Now continued with the same, just taking care about mentioning that T is 0, 36, considering that the same steps here, if I'm taking this particular step, we need to take care about in clicking on search button. Once we got click on search button, once we got click on search button, we are not selecting any of required hotel. We are not selecting any of the required hotel. Without selecting that particular required hotel, clicking on continue button. Without selecting that particular required hotel, we need to take care about and click on continue button. Now for this expected result, what is the expected result? What is the expected result? Error message should be displayed. It has to take care about in displaying with error message. Why it has to display error message? Without selecting required hotel, without selecting required hotel, we need to take care about in click on continue button. Without selecting required hotel, we need to be get click on continue button, that it's need to be get take care about error message need to be displayed. Then you will be taking care about TC 040. You can take care about that particular scenario. For that particular scenario, you can come up with different type of combination. You can take care about in writing with different combinations that you can try on it. For now, I'm just taking care about the next scenario. What is the next scenario? Verify cancel button. We need to take care about in verifying with cancel button. For that, we need to take care about all the steps. We need to be get taking care about in following with all that particular step. Scenario number. What is the scenario number? 37. We need to take care about in followed all the steps here, taking care about click on search button. Once we got click on search button, taking care about in clicking on, taking care about in click on that particular, sorry, you need to begin taking care about in selecting with required hotel. We can mention that select required hotel. After that, we need to begin mention that click on cancel button. Click on cancel button. We need to take care about in selecting with required hotel and taking care about and click on cancel button. If you just click on cancel button, if you just click on cancel button, taking care about expected result. What is expected result? What is that previous page? What is the previous page? Search hotel. That previous page, we can consider that search hotel. That we can mention that search hotel page should be displayed. We can mention that search hotel page should be displayed. Whenever you are taking with that particular cancel button, if you are taking with that particular cancel button, it has to take care about in giving with the previous page. What exactly the previous page is there? What exactly the previous page is there? It has to take care about in displaying that particular respective previous page. That is how you need to take care about in documenting with all the required test cases. See the understanding. We got test scenarios. Meaning of test scenarios? Meaning of test scenarios. What need to be tested according to that particular requirement document, what exactly the functionality need to be tested. In the same way, we are taking care about test cases. Meaning of test cases? What is it? How to be tested. How we can take care about, how we can take care about to test that particular functionality. How we can take care about to test that particular functionality, we need to be get right in a very detail. How we can take care about, we need to be get taking care about these particular details here. This is how we need to be get mentioning about in taking with, we need to be get take care about in mentioning that in writing all that particular steps in a very detail, either fresher level or experience level. You may work as fresher level or you may work as experience level. You need to be get comfortable taking care about. You need to be get comfortable in taking care about documenting that particular respective test cases and that particular test scenarios. Any application, adapting application, banking application, insurance application, manufacturing, whatever the application you want to be tested, you need to take care about in following with the same thing. Continued on this, we need to take care about the next scenario. What is the next scenario? Verify radio button. What is the functionality of radio button? What is the functionality of radio button? Single selection. Functionality of the checkbox. Functionality of the checkbox. Multi selection. Functionality of the text box. Functionality of text box. Entering the data. Functionality of the drop down. Functionality of the drop down. Selecting the data. So now, as part of radio button, as part of radio button, you can follow the same of checkbox. For the checkbox, what is the expected result we written? No, checkbox. What is the expected result we written? Expected result. If I'm taking with the checkbox, if I'm taking with the checkbox, what is the expected result we written? What is that? So we mentioned that user click checkbox should be selected because what exactly the checkbox we are clicking, that particular checkbox should be selected. In the same way, in a place of checkbox, it can take care about radio button. In a place of checkbox, you will be mentioning that radio button. What exactly the radio button we are clicking on it? What exactly the radio button we are clicking on it? We can say that user click radio button. User click radio button should be selected. That is what you need to be get continue that particular checkbox and taking with radio button. Okay. After that, what is the next one? What is the next one? Verify heading. That you can continue on that. After that, what is the next one? Verify columns. Same as labels. How you written the test case. How you written the test case for label. How you written the test case for label. The same thing you can follow for columns also. Just in a place of, just in a place of label, you will take care about in mentioning that column. Just in a place of label, you will be mentioning that column. The same thing you can follow. You guys need to take care about, you guys need to take care about in writing all these particular test cases. For the time being, for the time being, I'm not writing because as we got the similar functionality, I'm not writing, but you guys need to take care about in writing each and every test case, and you have to take care about in writing all the combinations while attending the interview. While attending the interview, definitely fresher level or experience level. It can be fresher level or it can be experience level. Definitely you can expect with the question related to test cases. They may ask you that explain test case template or explain test cases you created for the project, or else they will give you one requirement. They will take care about giving one requirement, and then they will be asking that write the test cases according to that particular requirement. Because of that, you need to take care about in getting with more comfortable, and you have to take care about the more practice. At any cost, you need to be get comfortable taking care about the more practice related to that particular scenarios or related to that particular test cases. You have to take care about doing the more practice, not like just attending the session. Attending the session, that is perfectly okay. But along with that, what exactly you will be practicing? That is not like just practicing. That is what exactly your practical real time job role here. In further, once you got in a job as a tester, if you want to work as manual tester, or if you want to work on manual testing, this is what exactly you are taking care about your real time job role. In our projects, in our real time projects, how exactly my team members are working, the same thing I'm taking care about. The same thing need to be get take care about in explaining all the things here. So because of that, please take care about spending the more time in taking the practice. If I get more comfortable in working on this particular adapting project, I can try one more project, either banking project or insurance project. I can provide you for the practice purpose. By that, you can get more comfortable in working with manual testing for different type of project. You can take care about in practicing it if required. You can take care about in utilizing that particular offline lab, and you can take care about in utilizing that particular offline lab, and then you can take care about online lab. If I'm taking with offline lab, if I'm taking with offline lab, this particular offline lab, the lab mentors will be available. The lab mentors will be available in the lab to guide you with the timings of 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. 9 to 6, they will be available in the lab. Do you know where lab is available? No, we're not using the lab. We have in a one more building. You can cross check with the admin. You can cross check with the admin people related to Naresh IT. We have in a one more building, we'll call as a Reliance building. In that Reliance building, fifth floor. In the fifth floor, lab is available, lab mentors also available. Related to the testing, almost we got in 5 to 6 people are there. You can take with the help of them for the practice. Better if you are having your own laptop, you can take your laptops, you can go there, you can do the practice. Laptops are not available, systems will be there, but it depends on the how the systems will be free. Better option, try to have your own laptop. You can take the laptop there, you can do the practice here. That you can try with offline lab. In case if you want to get support in online, that online support, that online support will be available 9:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. That particular online lab will be available with the timings of 9:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. considering that Monday to Saturday. Monday to Saturday, you can get that particular one. Monday to Saturday, you will be able to take care about that particular support with the help of using the Zoom ID. You need to take care about in utilizing that particular Zoom ID. So just assume that you are practicing from your hostel or whatever it can be. You can take care about utilizing that particular Zoom ID. You need to take care about utilizing that particular Zoom ID for online lab. Just make a note of that particular Zoom ID. That is not mobile number. That is not mobile number. Most of the people are dialing that number and saying that number is not working. That is not mobile number. That is, I'm clearly saying that Zoom ID. That means how you can utilize that online lab support is assume that you are practicing in your hostel or taking with the room. You got stuck somewhere, not able to continue. Next step, open the Zoom software, enter the meeting ID. You need to enter that particular meeting ID. Once you got enter that meeting ID, then in online, the lab mentors will be there. You can share your screen and you can ask them that what exactly your issue is related to. By that, they will guide you in resolving that particular issue. But don't ask them to write the test cases. Don't ask that people to write the test cases. Those people are not writing any of the test cases. In case of any clarification is there, they will guide you in continue to the next step. That is how you can utilize. That is how you can utilize this particular offline lab and you can utilize that particular online lab. So online lab, you got in a Zoom ID, you can take care about in utilizing that particular Zoom ID, which you will be taking with mentioning about taking with online lab. So that you can utilize that particular Zoom ID, you can utilize that particular Zoom ID. So by that, the people will be available to just guide you. You can share your screen and then you can get with the clarification till the time of your batch to be completed. Not like only for 1 week or 2 weeks. Till the time of your batch to be completed, you can take care about in utilizing this particular lab support, even if required, not like mandatory, if required after completion of your training program also. After completion of your training program also, you will have an option, you will have an access to this particular online meeting ID of the lab support even after completion of your training program also. For some particular days you can utilize this particular support for learning the subject, for learning the subject, for getting the job, for learning the job, learning the subject, for getting the job, whatever the things has been required, I'm taking care about in providing all the things in the practical way. So please take care about utilizing it. So for now, you are working with the project. What is the project you are working? What is the project you are working? Adapting. Related to that project, you got requirement document. You have to understand requirement document. By understanding requirement document, you have to come up with in preparing with test scenarios. Once you prepare test scenarios, you need to take care about in preparing with test cases. That is what exactly your practical job role as a manual tester. As a manual tester, that is what exactly the practical job role need to be followed. So please take care about it. Please take care about that particular one. Okay. Now, I'm just taking care about another scenario. What is that scenario? Verify table data. So we need to be get mentioning that in saying that verify table data. So how exactly we can write it? Need to be get followed. Need to be get followed the same steps. Need to be get followed the same steps here. You will be taking care about the test scenario. What is the test scenario number? 41. Scenario number, we got 41. Taking with T0, 41. Taking care about providing the step. We need to take care about providing the step. Once I got, click on search button. Once I got, click on search button mentioning that verify table data. Verify table data. We need to provide all that particular test data. What exactly the test data is there? That particular test data need to be provided. Okay. See that, see the understanding, see the requirement document. You are providing all the required data and click on search. Once I got click on search button, once I got click on search button, you are able to see that table data is displayed. This part perfectly okay. But see the understanding on which basis this data should be displayed. On which basis this data should be displayed. ఈ డేటా దేన్ని బేస్ చేసుకొని డిస్ప్లే అవ్వాలి అయ్యా you got this results, you can consider these are the results. On which basis you have to get these results? ఈ results దేన్ని బేస్ చేసుకొని డిస్ప్లే అవ్వాలి what is it? In the previous page, what is the previous page? Search hotel, providing the location detail, providing the hotel detail, providing the check-in date, providing the checkout date. I mean, in the search hotel page, in the search hotel page, what exactly the options you provided. In the search hotel page, in the search hotel page, what exactly the options you provided. Based on that, it's need to be get provide the table data. Now we can see how we can write expected result. See the expected result. We can say that table data should be displayed. Table data should be displayed based on based on options of based on options of search hotel page. In the search hotel page, in the search hotel page, what exactly the options we got selected. In the search hotel page, we are taking care about in selecting required options. What exactly the options we got selected based on that particular options. Based on that particular options, we need to be get taking care about. We need to be get take care about in giving that particular results. So that is what you are mentioning that in saying table data should be displayed based on the options of such hotel page. Okay. After that, TC 042. TC 042. Taking care about the next scenario. What is the next scenario? Table data. So we need to take care about table data based on columns. That is as simple as the same thing will be followed. What is the scenario number? 42. Taking with scenario number 42. That will be taking with TS 042. You need to take care about. You need to be take care about. All the steps will be the same. You are taking care about. All the steps will be the same. You need to take care about. All the steps will be the same. Now, I can say that mentioning that verify table data based on columns. Verify table data based on columns. Expected result as it is same, we can mention that table data should be displayed. Table data should be displayed based on table data should be displayed based on columns. What exactly that columns are there? What exactly that particular columns are there based on that particular column, based on that particular column, the table data should be displayed. Next we will be taking with TC 043, taking care about the next scenario. What is the next scenario? What is the next scenario? Verify book now functionality. Verify book now functionality. Now let's see that how we can write. What is the scenario number? Scenario number 43. Scenario number 43. You need to take care about scenario number 43. We need to take care about in writing all the steps. We need to take care about in writing all the steps. See the steps to be followed. See the steps to be followed. As usual, we have to take care about in writing, in following all the steps. What is the first step? What is the first step? As usual, what is the first step? Launch browser. Okay. After that, taking the second step. What is the second step? Second step, enter URL. So we need to take care about having with third step. What is the third step? Enter username. Okay. After that, enter password. We need to take care about enter password. After that, click on login button. Okay. After that, next step. Next step. Ah, yeah. Sixth step. What is it? Select location. You need to be get mentioned that select a location. After that, what is it? Select hotel. Okay. After that, select room type. You need to select room type. Okay. After that, considering that select number of rooms. Select number of rooms. After that, what is it? Enter check-in date. Enter check-in date. After that, enter checkout date. After that, select adults. After that, select children. After that, click on search button. Is that button or mutton? Uh-huh. Mutton or button? Not mutton. That is button. In a place of B, if we write M, the whole meaning will change it. That is what we clearly mentioned that English is very dangerous language here. One small letter has been changed. The whole meaning will change it. In a place of B, if you're writing the M, the whole meaning will change it. So please take care about while writing the test cases. You need to be get more comfortable in writing the test cases. So because as part of the testing, test cases are very most important. Because of that, whenever you are writing that particular test cases, be very clear about that particular step. You are clicking on search button. After that, what is it? Select required hotel. We need to select required hotel. After that, click on continue button. We need to be get click on continue button. After that, what is it? Enter first name. We need to be get take care about in entering the first name because we have to take care about. We need to take care about in testing book now functionality. If you want to test that particular book now functionality directly, you are not taking care about in clicking on book now button. You have to take care about in entering all the details, considering that, mentioning that, enter first name. After that, enter last name. Taking with enter last name. After that, enter billing address. We need to be get enter billing address. Okay. After that, what is it? Enter credit card number. You need to be get enter credit card number. After that, what is it? CVV number. After credit card number, what about credit card type? You have to write all the steps. You need to take care about each and every particular step. So mentioning about taking with once you enter credit card number, once you enter credit card number, taking care about taking care about in considering that select credit card type. Select credit card type. After that, select expiry date. Select expiry date. After that, enter CVV number. Okay. After that, click on book now button. So when you're writing the test cases, don't be worried about getting the more number of steps. That part doesn't make any problem. There is no issue. There is no issue in writing with more number of test cases. There is no issue in writing more number of test cases. You need to be get taking care about. You need to be get take care about in writing each and every particular step in a very detail. First take care about doing with the practice. First take care about doing the practice in a very detailed of writing all the steps. And then as usual, you need to be get provide all that particular test data. As part of test data, you need to continue with first name and taking with last name and taking with billing address. You need to take care about that billing address. After that, taking care about credit card number and then taking care about that particular credit card type and then taking care about mentioning expiry date and then taking care about CVV number. So what exactly the data you are utilizing, you need to take care about in providing all the data. So you are taking care about all the steps and you are clicking on book now button. By that, expected result. What is expected result? What is it? Order number. We can say that mentioning that order number should be generated. Order number should be generated, or we can say that order number should be displayed. We can say that order number should be displayed or order number should be generated because you're doing the payment details also. You are taking care about in providing that particular payment details also. So that particular payment details has been done. You need to take care about in considering that particular order number. That particular order number should be generated. Then you will be taking with TC 44. Taking with the test case 44 and considering that taking with that particular scenario that will be taking with mentioning about that particular scenario 43. You can take care about in following with all these particular steps. You can take care about following all these particular steps and then mentioning that. So here directly you are taking care about. Click on book now button without entering any of the data, directly you are taking care about and clicking on book now button. By that, what should be the expected result? Expected result, error message should be displayed. So that particular expected result, we can say that error message should be displayed. This is how we need to take care about. This is how you need to take care about in coming up with preparing all that particular respective test cases. Different combinations we can try on it related to that particular scenario, related to that particular functionality. You can take care about in trying with different type of combinations that you can take care about in writing all the test cases. After that, taking care about the next scenario. What is the next scenario? Verify cancel button. For cancel button, what is the expected result? That previous page. What will be the previous page? What is the previous page? So if we take with the previous page, what is the previous page? Select total. That select total page should be displayed. That particular select total page should be displayed. So we need to be get mentioned that in taking with select total page should be displayed. Okay. So that is what we need to take care about in mentioning that verify cancel button that it can continue. After that, what is the next one? Verify labels that you can write it. After that, text box functionality that you can write it. After that, text area functionality of the text box, entering the data, functionality of text area box, entering the data. Both are entering the data. Text box is entering the data. Text area box entering the data. But what is the difference? Text box is single line. Text box we can enter the data in single line. Text area box is we can enter the data in multiple lines here. But functionality is same, entering the data. Right. See that particular functionality, text box, text area box, it will be following the same. Next, we got drop down functionality. Functionality of the drop down. Functionality of the drop down. Selecting the data that you can write it. Then you will be taking with drop down values that you can continue. Then you got taking with mandatory fields and then taking with heading. All those things you need to be continued. After that, what is the next one? Backlink functionality. So if I'm taking with that particular backlink, what is the expected result? What is that previous page? What is the previous page? Select total. That select total page should be displayed. That we can continue. Select total page need to be displayed. After that, credit card number format that it can continue. And then what is the next one? Final build price. For now, in our requirement document, related to price calculation, do we have any formula? Related to the price calculation, do we have any formula? No. For now, in our requirement document, we are not having any of the formula. When you're taking the real time, there is a chance in the requirement document, in the requirement document only, we can take care about having the formula. According to that formula, it has been calculated or not, we can test it. But for now, we are not worried about that particular formula. Just you can mention that, final build price. Let's see that. What is the scenario number? 54. So that particular scenario number taking with 54. You have to take care about all the steps need to be done. You need to take care about all the steps here, which you are taking care about. Final build price. You are taking care about that particular final build price. Expected result. You can mention that final final build price. Final build price should be calculated. Final build price should be calculated correctly. So what is that formula? We are not worried. For now, we don't have that information. We are not having that information as part of our requirement document. Because of that, just in simple, we are mentioning that in taking with final build price should be calculated correctly. So just we have to test that. We need to test that that particular price has been calculated correctly or not. We need to be tested. Okay. Next we got taking with read only text boxes. We got read only text boxes. How we can write it? If I'm taking with read only text boxes, how we can write? What is the scenario number? 55. Scenario number you're taking with 55. Test case 46. Taking with 55. You have to come up with all the steps. All the steps need to write it. All the steps need to be write it. And then mentioning that verify read only text boxes. Verify read only text boxes. You need to take care about writing all the steps. All the steps need to be done. For the time being, I'm not writing. You have to take care about, you need to take care about in writing all the steps. You need to take care about in writing all the steps. Considering that, mentioning that, verify read only text boxes. Okay. After that, expected result. What are the read only text boxes? What are the read only text boxes? What is it? Hotel name. You can see that particular read only text boxes. Hotel name. After that, taking with location. What are all the text boxes are there? You need to be write that list. What are the text boxes are there? You have to take care about that particular list. And then considering that should be displayed as read only text boxes. Should be displayed as read only text boxes. What are all that particular read only text boxes are there? What are all that particular read only text boxes are there? You need to be get provide all that particular list. You need to be get provide all that particular list. and considering that, mentioning that should be displayed as read-only text boxes. Okay. After that, TC 047 taking with another scenario. What is that scenario? Verify. What is the scenario? Verify read only text boxes data. Verify read only text boxes data. I can see how we can write. Scenario number 56. Scenario number 56. Okay. You have to take care about all the steps here. Mentioning that verify read only text boxes data. Verify read only text boxes data. See the understanding. See the understanding. Are we entering this data? Are we entering this data? Yes or no? Are we entering? No. Then from where we are getting this data? From where we are getting this data? From previous page. What is the previous page? What is the previous page? Select total. In that select total, you got radio button. Functionality of radio button. Functionality of radio button. Single selection or multi selection? Single or multiple? Single selection. You got list of the hotels. At a time, you can select only one hotel. What exactly that hotel you got selected? What exactly the hotel you got selected? What exactly the hotel you selected here? Based on that, it has to take care about, based on that, it has to take care about in displaying this particular data. We are not entering the data. This data is displaying based on selecting required hotel. Now let's see that expected result, how we can write. Let's see that expected result, how we can write it. Okay, let's take care about it. Considering that read only text box, read only text box data should be displayed, should be displayed based on selecting required hotel, selecting required hotel. What exactly the required hotel we selected? What exactly the required hotel we got selected? Based on that, it has to display that particular data. Based on that, it has to display that particular data. So that is how you need to write, mentioning that test case 48. Test case 48. Now we can say that one we written for read only text boxes, another one considering that read only text boxes data. So what is the expected result here? Read only text boxes data should be displayed based on selecting required hotel. It has to be displayed based on selecting required hotel. Okay. After that, taking with another scenario. What is another scenario? Verify order number created. Verify order number created. So taking with scenario number. What is the scenario number? 57. Taking with scenario number 57. As usual, you have to take care about all the steps. You need to take care about, all the steps here, and then you are taking care about considering that all the steps, and then the last step you are mentioning that taking with verify order number. Verify order number. As it done with all the steps mentioning that order number should be generated, or I can say that displayed. Order number should be generated. Order number should be generated, or I can considering that displayed. So that is how you have to take care about all the steps here, all the combinations, you need to write it. What exactly that combinations are there? What exactly that combinations are there? You need to take care about in writing all the combinations. After that, what is the next one? Verify search hotel button. Verify search hotel button. Taking care about scenario number 58. Taking with scenario number 58. Considering that. Taking care about writing all the steps. Click on, what is that button? Search hotel. Click on search hotel. Click on search hotel button. What is expected result? Expected result. You're clicking on that search hotel button. As a clicking on the button of search hotel, what is expected result? Order number. What is it? You are clicking on the button. What is the button you are clicking? What is the button you are clicking? Search hotel. Because of that, it has to take care about in displaying search hotel. Page should be displayed. It has to take care about. It has to take care about in displaying search hotel. Page should be displayed. Search hotel page should be displayed. Okay. Taking with 50, which need to be get, taking care about test case 50. Now, considering that particular test scenario, what is the next scenario? Verify my itinerary. Verify my itinerary button. Verify my itinerary button. Taking with 59. You need to take care about all the steps. You need to take care about writing all the steps. Click on my itinerary button. Click on my itinerary button. What is expected result? My itinerary page. What is it? Booked itinerary. It is need to be get mentioning that taking with booked itinerary. Booked itinerary page should be displayed. Booked itinerary page should be displayed. So once I got take care about, in clicking on my itinerary button, once I got take care about, click on my itinerary button. It has to take care about. It's need to be get take care about in displaying booked itinerary page. Okay. After that, TC 051. Okay. Taking with scenario number, that scenario number 60. What is that scenario? Verify log out button. Verify log out button. Okay. Now we can see that taking with scenario number 60. You have to take care about all the steps and mentioning that click on log out button. Click on log out button. What is expected result? What is it? Log in or log out? Login page or logout page? You are clicking on logout button. Once you click on logout button, so what is that expected result? What is it? Login. As logout will get complete, it has to take care about in mentioning that login page. Login page should be displayed. Login page should be displayed. As you are doing that particular logout, it has to take care about that particular login page should be displayed. Okay. After that, taking care about what is the next scenario? Verify labels that it can continue. Verify labels, read only fields, read only data, heading that it can continue. Then it will take care about, verify search order ID functionality. Verify search order ID functionality. See that. Scenario number 65. Scenario number 65. See the steps how we can write it. See the steps how we can write it. First step, as usual. First step, we need to write as usual, mentioning that launch browser. After that, second step, enter URL. Third step, enter username. Fourth step, mentioning enter password. Taking with fifth step, mentioning that click on login button. Taking with sixth step. What is the sixth step? Sixth step. Online students. Click on search portal. Uh-huh. Select location. Okay. After that. See the requirement document. You are taking care about in doing with the login. Once you done with the login, you doesn't require to go with search hotel because your functionality related to book itinerary. All the steps has been done. Search hotel, all those things done. We are not worried about on it. As part of book itinerary, once you are taking care about doing with the login, once you got taking care about doing the login, after doing the login, you got in a link. What is the link you got? Book itinerary. You got in a link taking with book itinerary. You need to take care about in clicking on that, mentioning about click on book itinerary, click on book itinerary. After that, enter enter valid order number. Enter valid order number. After that, click on go button. Click on go button. So need to take care about doing the login. We need to take care about doing the login and taking care about in entering with enter valid order number and click on go button. For this test data, what is the test data? Test data URL, username, what is it? Password. After that, what is it? Order number. Okay. Now, expected result. Uh-huh. Search. Search results should be displayed based on order ID. What exactly the order ID were entering? What exactly the order ID were entering? Based on that, it has to display. We can mention that search results should be displayed. Search results should be displayed based on user enter based on user enter order ID. The user is taking care about in entering with order ID. What exactly the order ID is entered? What exactly the order ID is entered? According to that, it has to take care about in displaying that particular respective search results. That is what you need to be taking care about it. Next, go button, checkbox, columns, table data based on columns, heading, cancel button, text boxes, all these particular things. You can take care about it. Labels, everything you can do. The scenario number 75. What is the scenario number 75? Verify invalid password. Verify invalid password for how many times? 3 times here. Okay, let's see that. You need to take care about in writing the step. In writing the step, what is the scenario number? 75. Taking with scenario number 75. Tier 0, 75. See the steps. What is the steps you will write? What are the steps you will write? Launch browser. After that, what is it? Enter URL. Okay. After that, enter username. Okay. After that, what is it? Enter. Enter invalid password. Okay. After that, click on login button. Okay. After that, what is your scenario? Verify invalid password for 3 times. Then what is the steps you will write for that? Continue for 3 times. Verify, enter invalid password for 3 times. You have to take care about, you need to take care about in entering invalid password for 3 times. Now, test data. What is the test data? URL, username, and taking care about password. Expected result. Expected result. Uh, account should be logged. So what exactly that account is there? That particular account, it need to be get logged in. What exactly that account is there? That particular account need to be get logged in. Then taking with TC 54, which will be taking TC 54. Now we can see that. What is the next one? Verify URL for whole application. Verify URL for whole application. Let's see that how we can write these kind of things. These kind of things, the same thing it can follow mentioning the TS 0, 70 6. Following the similar step for whole application, you will follow that particular similar step, considering that launch browser and then taking with enter URL, taking care about enter URL. We need to be get mentioned that launch browser, considering that enter URL, mentioning that verify URL, verify URL for whole application, verify URL for whole application. What is the test data? What is the test data? URL. Okay. Now expected result. Expected result. URL should be working. It's not like displayed. That particular URL should be working for. URL should be working for whole application. What exactly that particular URL is there? What exactly that particular URL is there? That particular URL, that particular URL should be working for whole application, and then you will take care about in having test case 55, test case 55. The same thing can be followed for all the application related to the whole application. Same steps to be followed. Verify GUI for whole application, verify whole application for multiple browsers, multiple operating system and multiple versions, and then taking with keyboard actions. If I'm taking with scenario number 82, what is that scenario? Verify session timeout. Verify session timeout. You can see that how we can write it, mentioning that TS082. Taking care about writing the steps, mentioning that launch browser, after that enter URL, enter URL, mentioning that enter username and taking with enter password, and then taking care about click on login button, click on login button, and then taking care about wait for default time, wait for default time. That URL, considering that username and taking with password. Any application, the respective default time will be there. Within that particular time, you need to take care about. Within that particular time, you have to take care about in performing the step. You can mention that wait for default time. If you're not done, you are not performing any action within that particular time, what is the expected result? Expected result. Login page should be displayed. The best example you can take care about online banking. You done the login. Once login successful, you are not performing any of the action. If you are not performing any of the action, then automatically it has to take logout. Nothing but it has to take care about. It has to take care about in displaying that particular login page. So in this way, you have to take care about documenting all the test cases. We got like 55, and still You guys need to write 100 plus. You have to take care about doing the practice of writing all the combinations. For the time being, I have not written all the combinations. You have to take care about writing all the test cases. Apart from this, to come up with writing more number of test cases, we need to take care about in understanding the concept of design techniques. What is it? Design techniques. We got to understand designing the test cases. Perfectly okay. Along with this, we have to take care about, we need to be get comfortable how we can follow some techniques to go with more effective of test cases. That is what we need to understand, that we will be taking with the very small concept here, and then we'll be getting started with the very most important concept. What is it? What is it? Test execution. Till now, we are into test cases. We got test scenarios, test cases. After that, test execution. The very most important concept, because this is just in a documentation. Till now, do we have an access for application? Do we have any access for application? No. At the time of execution, you will take care about in accessing the application, and you will come up with in testing that. That is what the very most important concept. But if you want to go with test cases, I mean test execution, first what you require? Test cases are required. It is mandatory that test cases are required. Without having the test cases, we can't go with test execution. So because of that, by tomorrow, make sure that in completing, writing all the test cases, by that I can come up with taking care about test execution. The very most important concept need to be done. So after test execution, we'll go with bug reporting, another most important one.